Most suppliers can list one Khavinson peptide, but for research teams, the real challenge begins when a protocol needs the full series. Cardiogen, Cartalax, Cortagen, Crystagen, and Bronchogen. At that point, sourcing is no longer just a product search. It becomes a documentation and supply consistency question. If each compound comes from a different supplier, the buyer may be dealing with different quote formats, different COA styles, different lot naming, different response times, and different reorder processes. For a multi-compound research program, that variability creates friction. The Khavinson Bioregulator series is usually discussed as a group of short research peptides, each associated with a different research context. Cardiogen is commonly referenced as AEDR. Cartalax is commonly referenced as AEDP. Cortagen and Bronchogen are both commonly referenced as AEDL, which makes naming and documentation especially important. Crystagen is commonly referenced as CAD. For qualified research buyers, the important question is not simply whether a supplier lists these names. The question is whether the full series can be handled as one documented procurement conversation. That means clear compound naming, target quantities, lot-specific COA review, and a practical way to manage repeat orders or project timelines. A useful COA should connect back to the actual lot, not just a generic product code. A supplier should also be able to explain what documentation is available before the purchase decision so the buyer can review the material internally. For Epitagen, the Khavinson series is positioned for B2B research procurement, full series sourcing, controlled communication, and documentation clarity for laboratory and commercial research teams. Before sending an inquiry, prepare 3 things: the compounds required, the quantity for each compound, and the documentation needs for review. All materials discussed here are supplied strictly for laboratory research and in vitro use only. They are not for human or animal consumption, and they are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.